well. How are you?
I am working on my balance. How are you?
Yeah? Is that what you're doing?
It is, but I'm not doing what you're doing.
I'm so glad you're here working on your balance.
Me too.
Because that's exactly what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Well, are you turning your head vigorously side to side?
No, but I can.
And you're walking dynamically, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, and I'm doing static balance. Woo! And we're both challenging amazing systems in your body. How exciting is that?
It's so exciting.
Because balance is not really static at all, right? Balance is a combination of static and dynamic, especially when you're walking. Do you realize that almost 60% of the time when you're walking, you're basically on one leg? So you're balancing the entire time you're walking, right?
Except for 40% of it.
Yeah, except for 40%.
When your both feet are
So you're really pretty much always falling. And all those amazing muscles in your body, there's 200 muscles that are involved in taking one step. It's kind of mind-blowing, right? So thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Pam. I'm the program director here at Evolutions. I'm a certified teacher trainer in several modalities. I have a huge fondness for this amazing body that you live in. It's fantastic. It's magnificent. I'm so happy Rufus has joined me today. And Rufus is a certified yoga teacher here. She's a 500-hour teacher as well. And in 2 weeks, she's going to be graduating from a 2-year certificate for mindfulness meditation, which is a huge undertaking. So congratulations! So today we want to offer some ideas about balance. Again, balance is you're always falling. The balance is not static. It's not about locking things down. And balance involves 3 primary systems in your body. Again, your body's amazing. So visual, of course, our eyes give us a lot of feedback about where we are in space. Vestibular, which are the inner canals in your ear, which sends information to your brain about the horizon and just the relative where your body is in space in vertical gravity. Also your proprioceptive system. And this is the one that we affect the most when you train, because when you exercise, you affect the sensory motor patterning in your body. So I want to start with our feet. We're going to have a seat and talk a little bit about feet, okay? So it's going to be, important when your foot hits the ground. There are amazing information, tons of it, that sends from your feet up to your brain. So we're going to start on one foot and just move your toes. So especially your big toe and your little toe. Actually, I like calling it your great toe. Kind of reminds me of my great-grandmother or something. Your great toe is incredibly important in terms of balance. So and then mobility, right? You want to pull it forward toward you and press it away. Now also, adduct your big toe. Pull it away from the midline. In fact, pull it away from your pinky toe. Give your toes a little bit of space. Ooh, I just got a toe crack.
Ooh, awesome.
I love cracking toes. Squeeze
I like hearing them.
Arches of your foot. Your arch is a closed pressure system. It's amazing because it provides some cushioning, of course, and rebound with every single step you take. Twist your forefoot. So give a little twist to your midfoot. Pull the big toe knuckle towards you, push it away. So I know everybody's so interested in having strong quads, strong biceps, strong triceps. I tell you what, your feet work really hard and they deserve as much attention for strength as possible. Now, go ahead and switch real quick. Rufus, while we're doing this, spreading toes, moving big toe and little toe, talk about the breath that is so important in balance. What breath?
Which was the one you wanted me to talk about first?
Coherent breath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coherent breathing is when the inhale and the exhale are equal to each other. And sometimes it's difficult for people to do that because we don't do it automatically all the time. So sometimes we do it to a count. So you might count to, maybe you have to figure out what your inhale involves and then try to match the exhale to it and vice versa. So you might count to, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping the inhale and the exhale equal. And then if you wanted to move it into the more natural place for me at this point, just because of the way I teach, is to be teaching a longer exhale, which helps to shift the nervous system into the parasympathetic.
And so important, so important. After you wake up your feet and pay attention to the way you're breathing, that coherent breath is critical for heart rate variability. So it helps calm things down and shifting to the parasympathetic system as well. We are going to go into now moving up the chain. So now that you woke up your feet, in fact, take them and tap them to the ground. It is Rufus's favorite.
Not.
Hydrants. I'm going to start on my right leg. Bring your knees together, hands straight or connected to the floor, arms straight and strong. Lift your right knee to the side and take that knee for a ride. Big circles. You could also lower onto one elbow if you wanted to, take a little pressure off your wrists.
That always makes me do these.
Reverse in the other direction. Why? Because I love you.
Oh,
and a hydrant a day helps to keep the low back doctor away, because back, stability or healthy back mobility and stability depends on healthy mobility in your hips. Your spine is a slave to your pelvis. Put that knee down joyfully. Let's do the other side. Lift your left knee high, circle it around, deep breath. Balanced breath, right?
Balanced breath.
I love that you recommended finding your own rhythm, because that's really important.
Sometimes we don't all breathe at the same rate.
Yeah. Reverse. Are you getting a little heat in your hips there?
I'm getting a little heat all over my body.
Yay! Quick down and dirty. It's really important. Good. So come on back to center. Now, bird dog, most people are quite familiar with, sometimes called flying table. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, opposite arm and leg. As you inhale, lift them up, and then exhale and lower. And alternate sides. Find that coherent breath that Rufus was talking about. Keep your torso still. This helps to wake up a lot of the stabilizer muscles, deep muscles, along your spine. Plus, your body has to navigate, switching, side to side, and almost like a gait pattern here. Nice. How's that feeling?
Fine, except my toes are cramping.
Oh, no!
Actually, my left foot.
Let's lower onto your elbows and your knees. So this is a kind of a modified plank. Sometimes in yoga it's called crocodile. So your elbows under your shoulders, and your hips are in line with your shoulders. And you can stay right here and just hold it. So your core, your abdominal bracing is a huge piece of balance. So I'm going to take one hand at a time and tap forward. Now obviously you need to shift your torso a little bit. Try not to twist. The muscles that are responsible for anti-rotation also help you to decelerate and are critical in helping you with balance. I'm going to go to my toes, Rufus, and lift my knees. So I'm going to keep a wide stance with legs and then continue this alternating. And holy cow, you know what? You could do bird dog here. So you could be in your low plank, lifting and lowering, opposite arm and leg, if that feels good. And take it 3 more times. Let me show you one more thing while Rufus is there with a flying bird dog or a skydiver from hands and knees. Right? It's kind of fun. It is kind of fun. Oh.
I'm only going there in private.
So you open opposite elbow and knee to the side. Is huge core strength. Thank you. Let's go up into down dog. Hips up. A couple deep breaths. Who doesn't love a good down dog, yeah?
Oh, yummy, yummy.
Mm-hmm. Hips are high, heels are low. Now take your time, walk your feet up to your hands into a forward fold. Fix your feet so they're parallel to each other. Right? Spread your toes and give a little help. First feel the strength in your big toes. Like there's a button under your big toes, and push that button with your big toes. And feel what happens up your legs. And then push the same button with your pinky toes. So I think balance is one of these aspects and domains of wellness that we really don't think about until it's compromised. Now come just relax your toes, lift all of them, bend your knees, make your spine long, bring your hands to your hips. Point your elbows up, and with a long spine, inhale, and come all the way up. I'm a little warmer. How about you?
Yep.
So a lot of people get a little dizzy from that homeostatic change coming from down, to up. You might need to slow that down. I'm going to walk to the back of your mat. Now, Rufus was doing a walking earlier with turning her head, which is a fabulous way to challenge your balance. This is called a tandem walk. And put one heel in front of the other, heel to toe, it's also called. So a little tandem action. It's like walking on a balance beam.
So where do you want your eyes here?
Wow, good question. I'm going backwards. It is a good idea to look forward, right? You were sharing earlier, Rufus. What did you notice about people walking with their heads down?
Well, as we get older, we tend to watch the ground, so we're not going to trip on something right in front of us. But that tends, over time, to allow the upper body to droop from the shoulders down. So when we keep our eyes toward the horizon, we can still see what's ahead of us.
Yeah.
But without the weight of the head to draw the muscles of the upper back down.
Especially because your noggin's pretty heavy,
Yeah.
right? 8 to 10 pounds, that big old bowling ball pulls forward, it just brings that drooping. That's a good word, droop. Everything droops. Okay, we're going to do the tandem walk again. We're going to close or cover one eye. Cover your right eye. Oh, hello, balance muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And my vision in my left eye is really pretty poor, so I have to rely on that other system, the proprioceptive system, of telling me where my body is in space here. And try to be true to toe to heel. You can feel your heel with your toes. And then you go back and forth and do the other side. Just let your body right? Let your body have this conversation. And I know these look like not much, but done on some sort of a regular basis. It is never too late to benefit from balance exercises. Hello. And never too early to begin. I have so many clients that say, well, my balance is awful. Well, that's because you probably don't
practice it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to stand tall and practice falling, because that's what balance is. We're always falling. So fall. Fall forward and side to side.
I'm going to kill myself on this blanket.
Oh, don't slip. Yeah, make sure, obviously I should have said that. Make sure it's a safe space. You have enough space to catch yourself. But practice falling in a couple of different angles and let your body respond. The reactivity.
It's also good when you're falling to have not the same foot go forward as you're catching yourself.
Good point. Because I do favor my left.
Me too.
I mean my right.
Oh, I favor my left.
I favor my right, especially now because I kind of hit a tree skiing last week. And my left toe still works, still hurts. Okay, so that's another really great exercise. It almost looks like you're drunk, but it's fun to fall. It really is. Let your body learn, because that's being fully alive, right? We need to learn new things to feel fully alive. So root into your left foot. We're going to do what's called stick. So step your right toe or tap lightly your right toes back. You're going to feel your hip and your glute engage. Now there's a stiffening, just like the plank that we did earlier. Stiffen through your spine and tip forward. Keep the supporting knee a little bit bent. And then rock back up. So I was trying to remember what those little bobbing, there's usually a bird on the end of a glass. Do this maybe 2 more times. How the bird would tip forward and kind of dip its nose in the water or whatever, the liquid. And that's kind of what you're mimicking here. So now this time, come on up, keep that right leg lifted, pull it into your chest without the help of your hands. Say, look, Ma, no hands. Press your right leg out. You can make sound effects.
Yep, we're gonna need to.
Come on back, and then press the leg way out back. Do that one more time. Come up tall, bring it in tight to your belly, push it out, push it out, push it out.
And my standing leg's getting really tired.
Exactly. Woo. There's a lot of strengthening in that one standing leg, yeah. All right, so right foot, left toes go back. Tip over like a little bobbing duck or bobbing bird. And really try to find the co-stiffening of everything. So let your body, go to some place that is a bit of an edge for you. Close your eyes. If this is easy, close your eyes. Right? When we limit ourselves to only what's comfortable or what we control, we also limit our possibilities.
Really helps to engage your core muscles here too.
Exactly, just like that plank we did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bring your knee in the next time you come up and really try to get it high, right? And then push, like you're shoving a gigantic object away from you, and then pull it in tight. Shift it on back. Remember, don't try to lock it down. Let your body have this conversation of continually trying to find equilibrium. Press. Yay! Kick it back. Nice. And stand tall. Happy day?
No, it's embarrassing.
And I think
But
that's
yes,
a lot of the people are, a lot of folks are a little like self-conscious, like, oh, I can't fall. It's okay. It's actually, your body learns a lot when you fall. So let's go back to rooting into your left foot. Open your right knee. This is called tree. And tree is a classification, or one of the basic kind of fundamental poses in yoga for the whole classification of balance postures. So when you're in tree, it's an external rotation here. Open the right knee wide. You could also cross your foot over, which is a great way to practice tree. And then spread your branches. Hi. You can play all kinds of things here. You could lift into a back bend. You could close your eyes. But I'm going to suggest you take your right elbow low and left arm high. So this arm position kind of messes with our brain, right? You're crossing the midline, which does amazing things to your brain. You can hug yourself. You can press your elbows together. If you can hook, let's reach your elbow, wherever you are, wrap your arms and reach your elbows as far away from you as you can. Far away from you as you can. Stand tall and turn your head away from your right knee. So turn your head toward the left. Yay. Hi.
No.
Look at me.
No, you just totally messed me up, Pam.
Release. So changing your body position and space, right? Challenges your ears. Obviously turning your head challenges the foot vision system, the visual system. Let's do tree on the other side. So open your left knee. Choose your position. You can cross your foot. You can cup your calf. You can bring it up to your thigh. Spread your wings or your limbs. And I do like working sort of a back bend here sometimes. It's really fun. Let the standing knee be unlocked, okay? Because that's the way you're getting information to your brain. You don't want to lock the standing joint out, any joint really. Now, what are we doing? Left elbow low, right elbow high. If you're going to wrap or hug, and reach your elbows as far away as you can. And then turn your head away from your leg.
How about if I just turn my eyeballs? It still doesn't work. I need my kickstand.
Fun, right? Take a nice deep breath. Yay, and then release. And then hop. Say hey. Yeah, we're a little bit of impact and go in circles, because moving in circles is really good. Yay!
Somebody else is laughing at us.
And that is what it's a few things. There's many things that you can offer for balance. There's lots of tools that you can use. But please explore balance joyfully, which is my word for today, joy. Because joy is ever present, and joy is really the experience of the movement of divinity within, right? We all, from joy springs all of creation. By joy it proceeds, and toward joy it returns, even when things are difficult. And Rufus brought up a really great point earlier in terms of the difference between happiness and joy.
Mm-hmm. Happiness is more of a transient experience that we might get from a gift or a hug or something that is momentary, comes and it goes. It might be a longer period of time. But joy is always there. But it's sort of tucked into our hearts. We have to learn how to keep it there.
Ever present, regardless of the circumstance, even if you're falling, which is a great thing. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.